powerful methodology, okay, or technique that you can actually use, which is, I call this as an asset-based saving. All right, asset-based saving by tapping upon a dollar cost averaging method. Now I'm going to show to you, okay, the exact implementation that I did, okay, especially with Bitcoin, and how does that work. Now let me just give you quickly an idea what is dollar cost averaging. Now dollar cost averaging is an investment strategy in which an investor divides up the total amount to be invested across periodic purchases of a targeted asset such as Bitcoin. Now let's say, for example, right, you want to invest $100 every month. So that is it. So you fix that amount every month. I want to invest $100. So in a year, you're going to actually spend $1,200. Okay, now let's fix that. So every month is $100, and you're going to make sure you buy Bitcoin no matter what is the price, what is the market price. You're going to buy at the fixed amount of $100 every month. Now, in an effort to reduce the impact of volatility on the overall purchases, can you see that? Now, the purchases occurs regardless of the asset price at a regular interval every month. Some people even do it every week. So it's up to you and up to your goal, okay, financial goal. Now, this strategy removes much of the detailed work of attempting to time the market. So you don't have to worry about when to buy. You just keep buying every month. Is that easy? All right, let me just show you how that happened. Now, let's set the parameter, okay? This is your parameter. You can set whatever parameter you want to, but let's take an example. First, the amount. So you set probably, let's say, $100 every month. Okay, so you make sure every first week of the month or every first of the month, okay, you just buy the Bitcoin. Now, where do you buy? Simple, right? In Malaysia, we got 3 exchanges that is actually authorized by the Security Commission. We have Luno, we have Tokenize, we have Synergy. Okay, you can actually buy from those exchanges. Some of you, if you are good, you can use Remitano or you can use Binance even to buy those Bitcoin. All right. Now, the asset here, okay, first asset you need to focus is Bitcoin. Now, once you master Bitcoin, then you can explore other assets such as Bitcoin, Dogecoin, or whatever it is. Okay, so but let's look into asset because asset has the biggest market dominance and asset will give you a much greater yield over time. All right. And now is the right time to do this. You know why? Because Bitcoin is going to get back to 75,000 and Bitcoin is going to hit 100,000 by end of this year. So take note how these things works. Now, let me show you an example, okay? $100 per month. And this example for 2019, all right? 2019, can you see that? So 2019, and this is the exact data of the market. So now, in the month of January, I purchased $100 worth of Bitcoin at this rate. Can you see that? So in January, the market rate is about $3,843. How much Bitcoin do I, how many Bitcoin will I get? 0.026 Bitcoin. Now, if I do that every month, just 100, can you see that? I fix 100. At the end of that month, at that 12th month, I will have a total of 0.2 Bitcoin. Now, this is an asset now sitting in my Bitcoin wallet. 0.2 will always remain 0.2, but the USD value can actually change. It doesn't matter. So now, you can see the summary here, okay? The total purchase is $1,200. So my asset value is 0.2 Bitcoin. At the end of the year in December, the value is 7,424. So now if I take my 0.2 and times with 7,424, my new value now, current value in the month of December will be 1,487. Now look at the profit, all right? You have now, just by doing this simple saving, which is called an asset-based saving using dollar cost averaging, you have made a return or a profit of 24% in just 1 year. Now let me ask you a question. How much do you earn an interest by putting your money in the bank for a year? 2% or less. Let me tell you something. It is even lesser because you keep withdrawing your money. You only earn 2% if you don't touch it for the next 12 months. Can you see that? Now you have your 24% and you divide that by 12 months, that is 2% a month. Let me tell you something. Where can you get 2% a month? And this is 100% secure because you are holding the Bitcoin. Now let me show you. All right, let me show you the projection here. So in December 2019, I have a profit of 24%. Now, what is the profit of the same 0.2 Bitcoin as of today? Let's look into it. Now, if I hold this Bitcoin as of today, 0.2 times $35,000, that is $7,000. Now, look at the profit over here. That is 484% profit. How long is this? This is about 18 months of saving. Can you see that? I just did the saving for 12 months, but I'm holding it for the past 18 months, and I have a profit of 484% as of today. And if I would divide that by 18 months, that is a 27% profit every single month. Wow. Is this too good to be true? Not really. It is so simple, right? It is so simple. Any one of us can do this. All that you need is a fixed amount every single month and just put it aside as a saving, but don't save in fiat, save in crypto asset. So now, let's say, for example, if the projection by end of this year, one Bitcoin is $100,000. Your same 0.2 Bitcoin now will be $20,000 by December. That is a 1,569% of growth. So just imagine that. Just imagine that you have a $18,000 in USDT sitting in your Bitcoin wallet. And if you times that with 4.1 or 4.2 in ringgit, imagine that is close to about $100,000. You can pay off all your debt, right? Especially your student debt. You can pay it off and you can be completely free. Can you see that? So this is the power of dollar cost averaging, right? So I hope you learned something tonight. This is so powerful, but not many people know because not many people were taught about this kind of this kind of intelligence or this kind of knowledge. So now, the key takeaway here is this: dollar cost averaging refers to the practice of dividing an investment of an equity into multiple smaller investment of equal amount spaced out over regular intervals. All right. Now, the goal of dollar cost averaging is to reduce the overall impact of volatility on the price of the target asset, as the price will likely vary each time one of the period investment is made. Now, the investment is not as highly subject to volatility. Can you see that? Just imagine, okay, if somebody have bought Bitcoin at 60,000, one lump sum, and now the Bitcoin price has dropped to 30,000. Will that be really depressed? Absolutely, right? But that is the wrong way. You never do that. What you do is to buy a smaller amount on the interval basis every single week or every single month, so that you can then eliminate, okay, whatever volatility risk by averaging. All right. Now, finally, dollar cost averaging aims to avoid making the mistake of making one lump sum investment that is poorly timed with regard to asset pricing. All right. So I hope, okay, this key takeaways, this strategy, okay, will help each and every one of you. Start saving a smaller amount, even if it's a $10. Okay, times 4 is about $40. All right. Even if it is $100, which is times 4 is about 400 ringgit. Can you see that? So if you can just set aside even 100 ringgit every month, just imagine what will be the magnitude, okay, of the net worth that you're going to create by actually utilizing this dollar cost averaging methodology, which I call as an asset-based saving.